point we can use it as a product. Okay, so that kind of gives him a preface in industrial biology. That's industrial biology. Pasteurization is important to a lot of products. It's important in milk, wine. Most of our fruit juices, we use that. Because we don't want to contaminate, we don't want contamination, but we don't want to spoil the product either. Okay? What do we know about milk? Heat it up in the microwave, it'll curdle, right? Yeah, I know. Gross. Okay? So we have to be very careful with it. Okay? And we perform pasteurization. Now, he did a lot of stuff. He's the father of microbiology, the father of industrial biology. And we'll look at that chart that I talked to you about just a moment ago. And he did that as he did a number of other things as well. He is a very, very important person in biology. We have a time frame from about 1850 to 1900 that so many things were happening. We call it the golden age of microbiology because our whole way of thinking and processing changed. Okay? And he is one of the main contributors of that. Now, let's talk about, he created the scientific method. Okay? Thanks to our wonderful vitalist over here, he had to go through and create a concrete way of giving us evidence, okay, and making sure that we were able to verify our findings and guarantee that whatever we said could not be disputed. Because remember, they're going to dispute everything we throw at them, okay? They believe this for almost 2,000 years. There's going to be a change. Okay, so he created what we call the scientific method. Now, the steps of the scientific method are listed on page 10. I'm pretty sure it's in that PowerPoint as well, so if you don't have a textbook. And it goes through the steps. I'm not going to sit here and go through all those steps with you guys. He is the founding father of the scientific method. Okay, some of you have heard it before. You observe something. Oh, I think that monarchs fly south for the winter, okay? Based upon your observation, that's a hypothesis, right? You've heard that before, an educated guess. Then you tested it. You're on trials. You research. And you conclude those findings. That's scientific method, okay? Louis Pasteur is responsible for that. Now, it took him a long time to create that kind of thing because nobody else had done it. Okay? Remember, Francisco Red Eye created the first experiment, period. He didn't go through and do all this. Okay? Now, he did this because of the vitalist. It took him 10 years to go through. I know. Could you imagine spending 10 years trying to argue with a group of people? I think I would have given up a long time before that. Like I told you, he was determined. Okay? 10 years.
So I guess figure out all the steps?
Go through, get all these steps concreted, validate. He kept going back in experimentation after experimentation after experimentation. I think the vitalists finally just agreed with him because they got tired of hearing him talk. I mean, I think that's probably more what it was. 10 years. Finally, he comes up with a very good experimentation that allows in the vital force without allowing contamination. Some of you are like, how in the world does that happen? All right, we got a special flask, and we call this a swan neck flask. And it is in your textbook. Those of you that don't have one, don't keep with the, it's all right. I believe it's in the PowerPoint as well. I'm pretty sure it is. Page 9, figure 1.12, Pasteur's experiment with swan-necked flask. Okay, now, you took these flasks. Now, this is a tube, all right? Creating this tube right here, knowing what we understand about air, do you think we could easily get microbes all the way down into here? No. What's probably going to happen is that they're heavier, so therefore whenever this air starts to come in, it's going to settle particulates, stuff, okay, here. Does that make sense? Okay, it's probably not going to travel, or it's going to reduce the numbers greatly, right? All the way down to this flask. Okay, so he'll boil it, get this little Bunsen burner out. And then let it sit. And he can let this flask sit for an extended period of time, no contamination occur. Now,
While it was boiling?
no, he boiled it, let it sit. He can let it sit for a week, right? No contamination occurs. However, as soon as he breaks this, you break the top off of it, what do you think would happen? Contamination. As soon as he would rotate this, because he'll rotate it too on its side, so that the liquid would actually get down, sorry about it, down to here. What do you think happened as soon as he turned it back up? Contamination. Okay. He did that over and over and over and over and over until finally the Bible was like, okay, you have a point. Okay. Germs, those were his words for the microbes or pathogens. Okay. Germs cause disease. Sounds pretty easy. Sounds pretty simple. But it took him 10 years to verify that with people. Okay? And germs is his term for any pathogen. Okay? Now, what is a pathogen? A pathogen is anything that causes disease. Okay, so we call it a disease-causing agent. We know nowadays that bacteria are not the only cause of disease, right? There's lots of stuff. So a disease-causing agent is anything that causes disease. So we're talking about bacteria, virus, protists, okay? All sorts of stuff. Anything that causes disease. And I'll talk about some other stuff. That is a pathogen. Yes. Okay. A germ is also a pathogen. Okay. All those things clumped together, same thing. He concluded germs cause disease. Now, germs cause disease, that is his germ theory of disease. Okay? Big official thing. Okay? That's the official title of that. Germ theory of disease. That is nothing more than germs cause disease. Okay? So he proved, or I should say he disproved, he disproved spontaneous generation. When he did that, everybody could accept that germs cause disease and germs are created from germs. Okay? Air did not cause disease. Okay? Spontaneously created. Okay? That's what we believed. Okay? We're going to go ahead and get into this, but does anybody know what malaria actually means? What does mala mean? I told you I have second grade Spanish. Bad. What do you think aria means? Air. Bad air. So the actual disease, malaria, the name means bad air. Okay? Why? Because of the time frame that they named it, they believed if you contracted malaria, the air around you was bad. Okay? So you were generally sent off to the outskirts of town, right? So that whenever we had visitors, hey, we'll introduce the sick people first, right? Yes, ma'am.
So we don't have malaria here.
No, not in the United States. The reason why, and we're going to get into all of that sort of thing, is that we have to have a specific type of mosquito to carry malaria. And we do not have that in the United States. Okay? It's only very select regions of the world. Alright, so fermentation, germ theory, disease, got through all that. Pasteur, oh man, he was an avid person, okay? And he had a lot of people underneath him. Major person of research in this era. He believed that specific germs cause specific disease. However, whenever you're using broth, something like this, can you have one pathogen in there? Probably not. Not the way he's doing it. He knew there was one disease causes one pathogen causes one disease. He never could prove it. Drove him nuts. Okay? That's kind of getting me into the next person as soon as we get through with this one guy. We had another guy that was also studying fermentation, same time that Pasteur was. He's kind of a little blurb, but he's important because he's the father of biochemistry, okay? Because he took fermentation in a different direction. Now, those of you that are taking 2401 and 2402 probably know that fermentation is a metabolic process, right? Y'all love that word, right? Metabolic process. It's a form of metabolism, right? Oh, don't get too excited about that. Okay? And when we look at metabolism, we're looking at the breaking down or building up of the molecules that are needed to sustain life, right? That's what we're looking at. Some of those molecules are. Anybody have any clue? What are you worried about when you worry about your metabolism? Okay, so what do you worry about? Who heard one? Fats. Those are also called lipids, right? What else? Or carbs, right? Carbs. Don't eat an apple that has carbs. I'm sorry. Proteins, right? Okay. So that's not something we're really gonna. I just want to make sure you guys understand what I'm talking about. Okay. So don't go too far into analyzing that. All right. So metabolism is the breaking down and building up of those structures. Buckner, this guy right here, went, hey, fermentation is all about a metabolic pathway. I know y'all love that he did that because now you have to study metabolism. It's all about carbs and lipids and proteins and how those things are structured and created. And in order to have fermentation occur, we have enzymes. Some of you heard those words before, right? Okay? So his real focus was more on the proteins. That's what an enzyme is, right? Amongst other things, right? Proteins can be things other than enzymes. Okay? But he started studying that stuff. So therefore, he is the father of biochemistry. He's the one that started off, and that's what biochemistry is all about.